Here for this 90-day happiness challenge. We are on day number 24. Congratulations for making it. It's good to see you. So this 10-day, we are focusing on body awareness, body movement, things like that. So today we're going to continue with a body scan. It's not really a lot of movement, but it is nice to be able to move your body or put it in different positions so that you can have different sensational awarenesses. So for this one, finish smudging really quick. Smudge for you. There we go. Oh, it feels so good. So that was just actually a small little taste of allowing ourselves to really ground into our body. And what do I mean by that? Did you know that it's possible to sense your environment through different parts of your body or just through your skin? That's pretty big. So for today, we're going to go ahead and do some type of body scan, okay? And this is one where we just track with our imagination, our mind's eye, and our awareness, different parts of our body and seeing how it interacts, okay? Seeing what sensations we feel. And we just want to be in the space of observation and also to know, like, we're in a completely safe space, so no matter what we feel, we're able to understand that that feeling is not completely dysregulating. If we have any sensations of that nature, like in the mind, we can easily go ahead and counteract those things and just be like, you know, I'm actually safe right now. And this is a very powerful exercise to do on the daily, because what it actually helps us to do is lessen the impact of quasi-disruptive things, okay? So maybe you're super ticklish. This actually will help to loosen up your ticklishness a bit, your reaction to that. Maybe you're somebody who does not like the cold or you don't like a lot of heat. One of those two extremes, and you'll actually notice that you can be comfortable almost anywhere. And so it's a very, very interesting thing to happen. And how this correlates and why this is important to happiness is because much like physical sensations, the sensations of emotions ebb and flow, and they change, and they have us react in certain ways. And this is a way of taking back control from our emotions into a space, from being controlled by our emotions, into a space where we choose how to react from them. And this is a really big, important lesson. So we go through a lot of different exercises to build us up just to this space, to where we can experience the body and then experience how the mind and the body work together. And this is just the start of that, okay? So as we're doing a body scan, what that looks like is just sitting, laying, whatever it would be comfortable to you. I enjoy sitting, okay? This is generally how I do it. But if you're going to go to bed or take a nap, it's a good idea to do a body scan as well. And this is powerful, and you can do so many different things with a body scan as far as communicating with your body, sensing your body, listening through your body. And let me give you those examples. So firstly, just a sensational awareness body scan. It just means you're going to just track from one part of your body, and I like to start with the head, and I like to track my sensations going down through the neck, the shoulders, the arms, then the upper chest and upper back, the torso and the lower back, into my hip and pelvic area, into my legs, my knees, my shins and calves, and my feet. And wouldn't you know that as you just are sitting there and being in this observational mode, you might actually feel your heartbeat in certain parts of your body that you don't normally feel it, such as your fingertips or your hands. So very powerful to do this because we get these extrasensory kind of perceptions to be developed, okay? Another way that we can communicate with our body is just by asking it to relax or calm down or feel a certain emotion. And that can just literally look like imagining that sensation coming over you, and maybe it takes the form of a light or a cloud, whatever that would be, something like that. And you just allow it to engulf your body. And you feel as it moves through your body what happens, okay? We can also just try to listen to our environment while being completely aware of the physical sensations that are against our skin. It's very powerful, and I recommend you do this, to put a speaker or something like that that can project a good amount of sound. A phone is probably not going to do it, maybe, but if it's real close to your body. But then it kind of it's a little bit too localized, and you want something a little bit bigger. So grabbing a speaker and putting it at like one end of your bed or a different part of your room, and turn on some drum beats, something with a lot of percussion, right? And go ahead and just feel and listen with your body. And when you do this, you'll notice that sound, oh, bye bubbers, go get a drink of water? Okay. You're going to notice that sound will hit a certain part of your body, and then it'll hit the other parts of your body, and then you'll hear it. Very amazing to feel this kind of sensation go through you. So yesterday we were doing stretches and doing yoga, and today we are moving into just feeling what it's like to sense through different parts of our body, just with our awareness, okay? Without doing too much movement. If you would like to move, perhaps you can go ahead and put your body into different positions. Laying on your stomach, your back, sitting up, or let's say just standing even, you could do this. So what it looks like, and I will just demonstrate for you real quick, and I'll guide you through a nice, easy, relaxing body scan. And, oh, he's tired. What we can do is just go ahead and invite you to a nice, comfortable position. And I, of course, do half lotus. It's very comfortable for me to do. If you're going to sit in this type of form, go ahead and make sure your butt's elevated like mine is, and your knees are a little bit lower, okay? Then it helps to erect your back, and you can just sit here. If you want to lay down, go ahead and do that too. Go ahead and come to eyes closed, because so much of our brain uses, so much of our brain is utilized by creating neural networks for vision, and when we stop looking around, we don't activate those parts of our brain, and we in turn activate different parts of our brain. So we're going to close our eyes, and we're just going to be here with our eyes closed. No big deal. We're totally safe still, right? So in this part, the easiest way to bring in a higher sense of awareness is just to first start to focus on the breath that comes in and out of your nose. Super simple. And the tip right here is the best place to focus your attention, just right here. And so we're going to just do that for a couple breaths, okay? Breathing in and out of your nose, just feeling what it's like for the air around here. And maybe you want to imagine it like a cloud in front of you. And it comes into you, and then it fills your lungs, and it goes out of you. That's a good way to do that. So just breathing all the way out. Breathing in. Feeling those sensational awarenesses coming in through the nose, down into the throat, down, down. And we're filling the lungs when we breathe from the bottom up, okay? Just like a jug of water or a glass is filled from the bottom up. And then we're going to breathe out. And you can feel that coming back up through the back of your throat, back and out, right? And so we're going to feel that. If you cannot focus on all of those sensations at once, just go to the tip of the nose and progress as you want to. So we're just going to be in this state to allow our mind to calm down. And we're just going to continuously ask our body to relax at this point. So this is the beginning of a body scan. And in my mind, I'm going to constantly ask it to relax. And I usually do this on the exhale. So I will continue and be like, relax. Relax. Super simple, okay? You do that at your own pace. Okay. Next part is going to be, and this is a really easy way to just feel the interaction of how of your body absorbing a certain quality. I do this grounding meditate or this body scan meditation, and it's a grounding meditation every time I have a class. I love it. I love it. I love it, and it really does get you to focus. If you, for some reason, pass out when you're doing a body scan, that's totally okay. You were meant to, okay? You're doing more work than what your mental, like the monkey mind can handle right now, and so it just goes to bed. It just goes to sleep, and then you're able to do that work, and you're able to build those extra neural pathways to make this a little bit easier, okay? So, relax. And even, why don't you ask yourself, or command yourself to relax 10% more? And just allow your body to fill in the gap of what that looks like. What does it look like for your body to relax 10% more? Good. Now, for our internal visual awareness, we're going to go ahead and imagine a light that's from the top of our head shining down on us, okay? And this light, we're just going to say it's a white light. Easy, because we can see what white light looks like. We don't have to actually use our imagination too much to project a color or anything of that nature onto it. So it's minimal interaction within the mind. And this is kind of important when we're first starting out, is to allow the mind a little bit to do when we're first starting even this type of practice, because sometimes when we're just breathing and we're focusing only on that, the sensations around us become dull and boring, or they become extremely relaxing, and so you might fall asleep. And if we do want to stay focused, it's okay to introduce newer sensations for the mind to grab onto, okay? So this is perfectly okay to do in these small increments. So I'm just allowing this white light to shine down from up top of the crown of my head, and I'm looking inside and just feeling, what does that look like? And we're gonna go ahead and instill this light with the qualities of love and relaxation. I say love because why the heck not? And relaxation because we could all do that a little bit more. So relaxation coming through, and it's going to just touch all of my body. And I'm going to allow it to completely engulf and go around everything, go through my clothing, go around my form, in between any part that I've got like closed off, right? In between my legs here, my toes even, my fingers, under my armpits, all of that. This light is going to move all over you. And just feel, what is it like for the light of love and relaxation to move across every single inch of your skin? And we're just going to feel that light. We can imagine it coming through and down everywhere. Okay? Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and deepen our awareness and just start to breathe a little bit more with intention. Okay? So breathing with intention. You see, I'm exaggerating my chest a little bit more. And now I'm also going to include my shoulders. I'm slightly exaggerating them a bit more than they usually do, because when you breathe, you don't really breathe like this, and then down, and then up, and then down. You just breathe, and you can notice that the amount that you breathe extends your shoulders a little bit, right? And so we're just going to feel that. What is it like for our chest and our body to move as we're breathing? So we're still engaging movement, and we're doing this. And we're going to get all the feelings of what it is like for our belly to move, our diaphragm to move, our chest to move. What does it feel like when our chest is expanding? Ooh, excuse me. Relaxing, see? As our chest expands and our ribs begin to stretch. What does that feel like? Right? Little minuscule movements of the breath that we don't often notice. So we're just going to do that for a sec. And it's okay to come out of just doing this kind of concentration to pause or write down what we're doing, okay? And so I'm going to spend about a minute in that space, okay? So the light of love and relaxation is just cradling me everywhere, and now I'm in this breathing mode. Now, I'm going to extend this sensation, and I'm going to go right into what does it feel like as any clothing on me, any jewelry on me, maybe I have longer hair, obviously I don't, or if we have any other accoutrements that are on our head, okay, or our body anywhere. So what does it feel like as we breathe? And so this is why we exaggerate the breath a bit, for these parts that are touching our body to move as we're breathing. So what does it feel like when my shirt moves with my chest, or along as my chest moves up and down, and my shirt moves differently, right? And you're going to feel that a little bit like around here a bit more, obviously in the chest area. You're going to feel it a little bit in your back. And I want you to go and spend time doing this until you can feel the movement of even your socks, right? That's different. So breathing is a full body experience, and so we're going to be breathing and feeling all the way down to our socks. We're just going to do that. And at this point is where we can also start to notice that we're sensing with different parts of our body instead of just like our ears or our hands, where we have a lot of nerve endings, right? Where we're sensing just the sounds or whatever, or pressure, and then also with our hands, just any touch. We're not going to be using those to feel. We're just using the awareness of the rest of our body. So we're doing that, and then we're going to go ahead and focus our attention from the breath onto what else is touching the body, okay? So the movements of breath onto what else is touching the body. And the first thing that's touching the body we can notice is a temperature. It's the temperature that's all around us. And when you have your body covered with clothing, the temperature will be different from when it's uncovered, right? And even parts of your body that have a different rate of circulation are going to feel a little bit different. And so we're going to go into that awareness. And so from this space, we're going to check from the crown of our head and just feel all the way down. What is it like? What temperature are my ears? What temperature is my neck? What temperature is my chest, my shoulders? Continue, 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 all the way down to your toes. All the way down. Very important. Now, once we do that, and we're going to spend as much time as we need to there, we're going to go into feeling what sound is like. And this is why I suggested to set up your speaker. So what does sound like? At first, we're just going to listen to the sounds that are around us, just within this room, within your room, and etc. Then we're just going to totally focus in on that. When you're comfortable and you've listened for a little bit, and trying to listen again with your body, then you're going to focus on what's outside, and you're going to ignore all of the sensations that are coming from the inside of the house or the inside of where you are. Then you're going to go ahead and incorporate all of them. So there's the sounds that are within and without the room, okay? And in this way, all we're doing, much like we're feeling these different temperatures, is noticing that things around us are different. And at this point, we're still just trying to be perceiving through our skin. Of course, we are going to hear sound with our ears. But because we were just listening or sensing with the rest of our body, as we hear vibration, we will start to pick that up in different parts of our body. And so as I hear a drum beat come from one area and it moves along, the sound wave moves, I will hear it through my body. Completely different experience. It brings huge awareness to thinking like, whoa, I can actually hear because this vibration is in my gut, right? Like you notice something that's moving. Or maybe you're walking around and all of a sudden you can hear or sense a truck coming before you can actually hear it, but you can sense it through your body. Yeah, very different. So the way that this all gets put together is simply by allowing yourself a minute or two in each space. So going from relaxing or getting your position, relaxing into your breath, and then allowing the light to shine down. And so you can just sense that around your whole body. And this activates your ability, your concentration to sense your whole body. And when we do this, the light comes down and we're just sensing it with our awareness. as it comes down. And what happens as the light of love and relaxation just trickles down across your whole body, okay? Across the whole body and tickles all of your skin. Then we're going into the breath more, going far deep into the breath. So going from the sensations of breath that are just mild and at the nose to the sensations of breath that include the movement of the body with the rise and the fall of the chest and the shoulders and any other part of your body that needs to move. Maybe you even notice that when you breathe, part of your leg moves or something like that. Who knows? Everybody's an individual. So whatever that shows up for you guys. So we're going through and we're feeling the breath in the movement of the body and how the clothing, the jewelry, our hair that we possess moves on our body ever so slightly. Then we're going even deeper and we're just feeling the temperature of the room on our bodies and how it interacts, okay? From the crown all the way down to the toes. And then we're going to go ahead and sense what the sounds in the room are like. What is the sound like in this room as it is within the room and just taking all that in, and then without the room? And that's the simple exercise. So once we do this, you can, this is a little nugget, go ahead and invite the light of love and relaxation into your body and just allow it to move down and slowly. If you want to experience this fully, go ahead and come to any of the Wednesday meditations, or you can join us on the bi-weekly Fridays in person. Of course, we are always COVID compliant and safe. So in those spaces, it just is super relaxing, very comfortable. We explore different types of mindfulness and how to build a foundation of meditation. For this, go ahead and share this video, post your description of what you felt with your body scan and how it was different for you. Were you able to actually feel your heartbeat in your toes or your hands or different parts of your body? Were you able to hear sound first? If you were to put the speaker at your toes or across the other side of the room or anything of that nature, right? Totally up to you on how you want to experience this. The assignment, though, is to expand your awareness. We're softening up the rigidity of how we think we perceive in the world. We're softening up this rigidity of how we think we live in the world. We're softening up the rigidity of what we think we are as we move through the world. Yeah, a lot of different stuff going on today. So go ahead and post with that. Use the hashtag of 90-Day Happiness Challenge. Also, go ahead and tag me, Matthew Amber McLean, Shamanic Happiness Coach. And what else can I say in that space? Actually, that's it for today. So congratulations, you've made it all the way to day 24, the end of day 30. Whoever's completed all of those days before the end of day 30, so before day 31, we actually will be, I'll be drawing a prize, and whoever wins that prize, it is a free session with me. It's either a Reiki session, a coaching session, or a shamanic session. The total value of a shamanic session is $240. The other ones are $120. So it's totally up to you, whatever you feel like you need in the moment, okay? And we can, of course, have a light consultation if you would like to go over your options ahead of time. So if you know anybody that could possibly complete all 30 of these assignments before day 31, go ahead and share this. Start tagging people. Once we go beyond day 30, we're going to have another prize at the end of day 60. Lots of fun. So what else can I leave you guys with besides just have an amazing day? Go about your sensational awarenesses like you're a superhuman, and maybe even, this is a nice, interesting thing. You could even do a body scan when you're in public. Doing this, just imagine first that you have a nice protective barrier around you, okay, like a mirror that shines outward and just shines that way. And that way you're kind of just protected in your space. You're just there. It's comfortable for the mind, so you're not as distracted. But maybe you're on the bus or you're in public somewhere, you're just chilling on a bench. And you could even do this and try to hear with your body before you hear with your ears. Very interesting. Maybe you're down at the river or you're on a hike or something of that nature. It's a very powerful experience. So go ahead and post your comments. I will check them out, comment on them, and et cetera, et cetera. So with light and love, namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.